Asia, you are that girl. I know you see me. Can you see me? KP, I know you see me calling you, girl. Ooh, KG, that was cute. Yes, ma'am, KG. I know this service is working. I have Verizon Wireless. Our service don't break down. No. Yes, Janae. Work me, Janae. You have an incoming call, girl. Answer the phone. Now. Hey, Alyx, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, just trying to stay safe. So do me a
Trying to
favor.
stay healthy in the pandemic?
Yes, definitely, because baby, it's hard out here for real. I just need a vaccine. That's all I need. I need them to hurry
You
up.
gonna take that vaccine?
We gonna try. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. When it comes out, because we need it. Okay, we definitely do need it. Okay, do
Yeah,
me.
we need some.
We need
You
something.
right.
Do me a favor and introduce yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Alex. I am a graduate of the Southern University Agricultural and Mechanical College. I was a member of the Fabulous Dancing Dolls for 2 years, and I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Okay, okay. So before becoming a dancing doll, what other dance experiences did you have?
Ooh, I've been dancing forever since I don't know how young I was, but I was dancing for a studio. I'ma just guess and say about I'm gonna just say 6, 7,
Okay.
and then I danced for a studio up until high school. In high school,
Mm-hmm.
I was a part of my dance team at Northwest High School,
Okay.
and then I became the captain of the dance team my fourth year, which is my senior year, and then after that, on to college. And for
Okay.
2 years, I was a doll.
Okay. All right. So what made you want to be a dancing doll?
Really because my family is very deeply rooted at Southern University. Like all of my family went to Southern. And originally, of course, well, we would always tailgate since I
Mm-hmm.
was younger. So, we would always tailgate. And originally, I just loved the band, if I'm
Yeah.
being honest. Like, I love the band because I'm a big music head.
Mm-hmm.
So, I love the band. And then from tailgating and, just being at the games, of course, I love the dolls. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't like one of those huge fans of the dolls that was like watching them all the time. I
Right.
just knew I liked the dolls. Like, I like their style.
Mm-hmm.
They just went perfectly with the band. So it's like, okay. And I always figured I knew I was gonna go to Southern, so it's like, of course, I'm gonna go try out for the dolls. But yeah, that's pretty much where it started.
Okay. So how was it transitioning from LLI to being a dancing doll?
I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about LLI. Yeah, in high school I did LLI too. I'm sorry, yeah. So transitioning was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it wasn't too hard because if I'm being honest, Eri, which was she was over the Starlets at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a former doll as well. She pretty much had us in shape,
Yeah.
like so as far as like physically and mentally, like I was prepared for
Mm.
dolls. But I mean, dance wise, of course, it was a big difference
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, it's like you might think you know doll style, you might know some catch-ons, but when you actually have to learn it,
Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's
different.
very different.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't a big, it wasn't like a huge dramatic transition, but
Mm-hmm.
it was different. Like the LLI style versus doll style is not the same.
So what was your experience like with LLI?
I love LLI. I love LLI because I love Eri. And I think the best part about LLI, especially like at the time, was I guess her main focus was training us just would dance all around, not just like marching band style. Like we would do, we would dance with the band, but LLI, like the Starlets, are actually like a separate program. So it's really just a dance program. So like we was doing like hip hops, we was competing, we was going, to different competitions and different performances. We were doing contemporary. So she had us pretty much, she just made sure that we understood, everything is not marching band style. So, she exposed us to, and I was taking ballet, tap, jazz, gymnastics, hip hop, everything at studio. But so I was pretty used to it, but I just liked that she just took the team and pretty much just wanted us to be versatile.
So how was it like being trained by Ari, like being trained by a doll?
Let me tell you. If you just follow Ari right now on Instagram and you see her page, you see that she's very motivated. Yeah. She's very, like, she'll make you really tough. Like, and it's not like, she's super hard on you, but in a sense she is, because she wants you to be like the best version of yourself. So like training under her was like the best thing that could have happened to me, honestly, because and I don't know, maybe she did get some things from dolls, but she was like, she's just a really like motivated person. So she's always going to motivate you, and she's always going to push you to like be better. So training under her was like the perfect transition from LLI to dolls. Like it really prepared you. Honestly, it prepared you for anything, because I can honestly say I think I was doing more dance wise in LLI than I was when I made dolls.
Wow. So,
and not saying like you don't do a lot with dolls, but like our progressions across the floor, like our technique, we would do jumps. It's just like everything was like really much more intense with LLI.
So do you think that LLI really helped you in the long run?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Because, like, I feel like LLI was something, especially doing it under Ari, like I said, if you do that, you're going to be prepared for whatever.
Right. What was your experience like for tryouts, your first tryouts for dolls?
My first tryout, golly, what was that, 15? Dang, that was 5 years ago.
Yes.
My first tryout, it was, if I'm remembering correctly, I was pretty nervous. Actually, I remember before I tried out, when I was practicing, I kind of sprained my ankle a little bit. So that was kind of like a little downfall. But I mean, I knew I was still gonna try out, so I still went to trials. But the tryout itself was kind of nerve wracking, honestly. Wow, sorry,
it's okay.
It was pretty nerve wracking. What? So I think it was nerve wracking and it was intimidating, because you're coming in, you don't really know what to expect. Right. You seeing the people, I mean the dolls that were dolls, so that they can be intimidating. And then of course just everybody else. But I mean, for the most part, I can honestly say I was kind of chill, because that's just the kind of person that I am. But also because I don't know, I just knew that the only thing I could do was what I can do, was my best, and just leave the rest to God. But yeah, I was pretty chill. Like, I was very focused. I can say that. Like, I was like real determined, real focused.
That is very nerve wracking. Yeah, especially
it is nerve wracking. It was nerve wracking.
Being around all
but
of
yeah, it was new.
Yeah. Other than like, trying out for the dolls, what other dance teams did you want to try out for if you didn't make the dolls?
Honestly, none.
Okay.
I knew I wanted to. I always knew I wanted to dance, but if I wouldn't have made the dolls, I don't know. I don't think I would have tried to be on another team. If anything, I maybe would have just trained, like not by myself, but maybe under someone, or do like studio dance or something like that. But I never really had an interest in any other teams.
Okay. How was it crabbing under KP?
Oh my gosh. How much time do we have?
Baby, I got time.
I'm playing, but under Kayla, man, I don't even know how to really put it in words. Like, that was like the best thing. Well, I don't want to say that was the best captain I could have asked for, because, I don't really know, how other captains were, but she really was the best for us, because Kayla is just like, she was hard on us. Mm-hmm. She's very intimidating, and not because of her demeanor, but because she's just like, just the way she would look, like, it's just like, she was very intimidating. But Kayla's a sweetheart, and like, she's very genuine. Like, she wanted the best for us from beginning to end. And being under Kayla, crapping under Kayla, was like, it taught you how to be a leader too, because she was so good at it. Like, she taught you, to stay focused, what's important just in life, like in the doll room, outside the doll room. Her main motto was always, regardless of what you're going through, what's going on, what you're a part of, you're a woman first. Mm-hmm. She would teach us, if things happen and they're meant to throw you off, she taught us water off a duck's back. Yep. Just, keep going. Don't worry about the negatives. Don't worry about anything. And, Kayla...
every doll that I've interviewed, they always say water off a duck's back, and KP always says that. Like,
because that's her motto. Because you definitely gonna have challenges with dolls. Yeah. Like, you gonna have your days when you're not up for it, you just down. Somebody might annoy you, aggravate you, or just, you might just be discouraged about something. And she just literally always said water off a duck's back. Like, but she's like the epitome of a leader. I'm just gonna be honest. And if it wasn't for her, like, well, we still would know a lot of things, but it's just so much respect for her all around, just because of just her leadership in general. So in summary, crabbing under Kayla was like, it was the best. Like, I love KP.
Wow. So how was it being a doll and a freshman at the same time? Like, was it hectic?
It was annoying, if I'm being honest, because I think any doll could tell you, when you're a doll, especially like your freshman year, you have so much to learn, so much growing to do. You don't even have time for anything but school. So you have schoolwork and you have dance, and that's it. Like, outside curricular activities, like Southern itself, the campus is just always, there's always something going on. But like, when you're a freshman and you're a doll, you can't even participate in that, because you don't have no life.
So
like,
busy.
That's your life.
Yeah.
So it was annoying, I could say, but I wasn't mad about it, because, it pretty much kept you, like, it could keep you out of trouble and things like that, which I'm sure is why they wouldn't really recommend you going everywhere and doing everything. But I just wanted, like, it was a lot of things I wanted to do, but it was just like, at the end of the day, I got too much to learn, too much to focus on to even try to. So being a freshman, it'll take away like the normal average freshman experience. You don't get the same one as everybody else, and your friends will come telling you stuff and you just like,
you feel left out.
Okay, right, that's cool. Maybe another time.
So what was the hardest thing to grasp? You being a new girl on the team, like, what was the hardest thing for you to grasp as far as the style?
The hardest thing was the Ketchup Ones, which is weird because I already was hip to marching band style, like I said. But that's another thing, being a part of LLI and my high school dance team, we would take some doll Ketchup-Ons and maybe remix them. But she didn't want us to be a doll 2.0. Like, she wanted us to be original. So we really didn't do doll Ketchup-Ons. So like, even from high school up until LLI, I wasn't hip to doll counts. Like, I didn't know the doll counts. Like, I remember being with my craft sisters, and I don't remember why we was doing Ketchup-Ons or what we had to do, but they were doing Ketchup-Ons, and they was like, yeah, this one, and they would do it, and I'm like, no. Like, I know I saw it before, but no, I don't know it. Like, I didn't know any of the Ketchup-Ons for real. Like, I knew the classic ones, but I didn't know the other ones that people would usually know if they weren't dolls. But that was the hardest part. And it's, when you're a freshman, think about it, like, you have to learn every single like, it's not all at once, but
eventually you'll get all of them. Right,
but you gotta learn them quick. So that was the hardest part, which I think is clear, because we were struggling at the beginning of the season.
Because I remember it was one video and everybody was just like, okay, I was kind of mixed up.
Oh, it was a mess. That
Yeah.
first game was a hot mess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Out of all of your crab sisters, who were you closest to?
It's crazy because I think I was that one crab sister that had like a personal relationship, but different one with each of them. Like,
Right.
I wasn't necessarily close to one more than the other. It was like I was the one that had some kind of like a better relationship with each person. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like I couldn't say that I had a closer relationship with one more than, because at first it started with, who was I with mostly? I was with Mel at first, like a lot. Then Taylin for a while. Then Jordan. Like, I guess you could say I had a close relationship with each of them, really. I don't know. We always close.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's what it is, a sisterhood. Hey.
Yeah, but yeah, I had like this, but I can say later on down the line, I probably had like the closest relationship with Taylin, because we stayed roommates up until 2017-ish, I think.
Oh, okay.
2017. Yeah, so we still was rooming, so of course we saw each other a lot more. So it was probably naturally like a closer relationship with her, like later on down the line. But like during the time on the team, we pretty much was all just, we loved each other, we needed each other, we was
unconditional
just
love
together all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah.
So in your eyes, how was it transitioning leaderships as far as KP and Connor? Because it was kind of different at that time, and things were happening. So in your eyes, like, how was that?
It was different. Like, how you say, it was just different. Like, but Connor's very sweet, and of course at the time, like, nobody, like, we weren't prepared for what was happening. She wasn't prepared. It was kind of literally thrown on her. So, it was hard because we didn't even want to adjust, like, as far as me and my craft sisters, because it was like, dang, like, we ain't even got our captain. So we was like real iffy about everything. We was like, I don't know. It was really a rough time. But as far as transitioning from Kayla to Connor, it wasn't bad, because it was like we all were learning and helping each other at the same time. Although we were like crabs and freshmen and we didn't know more than Connor, it was still like, we were helping her, she was helping us. Because, we wanted her to feel comfortable too, like, because it was new, and it was a lot of pressure on her and something that she wasn't expecting. So, we were kind of just trying to go with the flow and help her as well as her helping us. So it was different, but not much changed, because, we still had to, but it caused us to definitely have to step up as crabs, because, I mean, we were like the majority of the team. So we had no choice but to really, like, bring in more choreography, just be on our A game. So it was different, but it wasn't bad. Like, Connor is really, like, just real sweet, real genuine, real timid sometimes. So
even though you guys were freshmen, you guys were still able to, give choreography and stuff, because a lot of times a lot of teams don't do that. So
Really?
Yeah.
We they wouldn't really. What Kayla would do was, well, I don't even know if it was just Kayla, but I can only speak on Kayla. But basically, before every field show, when we brainstorming, like, everybody's brainstorming, everybody's moving, trying to come up with choreography, and it would be kind of like a homework assignment, like, just bring, as many counts as you can. I say, like, maybe like 4-8 counts if you can. And, like, we would show her, and she would take, from everybody, whatever she felt like was the most appropriate or whatever would fit into the dance, and she would basically, like, put it all together. But yeah, we definitely had, like, we would bring in choreography. Yeah, definitely. And then especially, like I said, when Kayla was gone, that was minus Kayla and Dani, 2 vets. So it was like, we had to. I think that was for Gush that we had to make up the most. We had to step up.
So people wanted to know, what was your crab name?
My crab name is Smooth Criminal.
Okay, because I was just like, if you can say it.
No, I don't mind saying it.
Okay.
It's Smooth Criminal.
Okay, I like that. That's cute.
I like it too. I loved it because I don't know if Kayla knew how much I liked Michael Jackson, but I think they did know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not even really a Michael Jackson thing, but it was just a coincidence. So it made me love it more. Like, okay, yeah, I like this.
Okay, that's cute. How was it transitioning from Kayla Pittman to Dani?
So from 2015 to 2016,
mm-hmm.
it was really just different. Like, how could I say it? Well, from 2015 to 2016 in itself was a transition
mm-hmm.
because we went from, crabs to vets.
Right.
So that in itself was like, you gotta come up with your own style.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be the one that, the crabs are looking up to.
Right.
So it's really just a whole big transition. But honestly, to sum it up, 2015 to 2016 was really just, it was just different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't explain how it was different, and due to just the circumstances and how people already like view us, like how they feel like we are with each other. As far as me and Dani, I wouldn't like go into detail about anything, because I think that it could easily be taken from a bad place, when even though it could be honesty, like it wouldn't be looked at as something that's honest. It would probably be looked at, taking it in another,
especially with fans too.
Yeah. Right. So I would say my answer to that would be, I would rather someone else answer that question, because I don't want to spark nothing else. But yeah, like it was, but overall the answer that I would give is, it was just different. It was different.
Okay. In 2016, did you like help mold anybody on the team?
Yeah, so we were assigned like Little Sisters, but
mm-hmm.
that was for 2015 too. Like that
mm-hmm.
was a thing that they would do. So and then of course in 2015 my big sister was Maya, so that's somebody that's why another reason
that makes sense.
So close.
That's why y'all was close.
Yeah, that was another. Yeah, she was my big sister. And then 2016 Taylor was my little sister. But honestly, we didn't really like we took the big sister little sister thing serious, but we kind of more so looked at it as like, we're all your sisters,
right.
and y'all are all our little sisters. So whoever you feel comfortable with coming to, whoever you want to help, then just do that. Right. But like I said, like I wouldn't say I really molded anyone particularly. Like we kind of just was there for really all the 16, right. if they needed it.
Right. Okay. What Ketchup Ones did you make up, and why do y'all name them Ketchup Ones? That's a good question, because I never understood why.
Well, I don't know why this name Ketchup Ones.
Yeah, because usually it's just stands, or
That started, I think, everybody call it something different. Like, I don't know all the different names, but that is one. Stands, Catch-ons. But I can tell you one thing. It's not because you do have to catch on, but you're not just catching on, like, blinded. Like, you have to learn it. But I don't know. Maybe it's called Catch-ons because you're catching on to it after
the leader, maybe.
The leader?
Yeah.
I don't know. That was before me, so I don't know who started that. But, I don't even remember... Because they have this one count that they still do. It's like a turnaround count that I made. Mm-hmm. And I don't even remember it. Mm. And they was like saying, oh yeah, like, because I think Jordan had said, I still like to throw Alyx count when I can. And it's like, I don't even remember all the counts. But I know for sure, like 15, we made, we will make up, Lord Jesus, let me think. I know for sure we made this one up with Kayla. It's like, I don't even know, okay. And then some turnaround kind of made up. And it was some other ones that we kind of did together. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't, like, crazy about making up counts. Yeah. I think, like, I just would, I don't know. But 2016, I guess, is when the only time we could really, like, bring counts. But it was only for, like, we only really bring counts for special games. Right. Like, the big ones, like homecoming,
Classic.
ASU, JSU, Classic. So yeah, we don't really. It's not like a bunch of new counts that was really brought in, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
So that's probably another reason why I didn't like make a lot of them, because 2016, yeah, we only did them for special games, and it was like everybody would bring at least one. But I don't even remember. Like, I don't even remember that turnaround count. Like, I don't know. It's been so long. Honestly, me trying to throw counts would be terrible, because I don't even remember them.
Oh no.
I don't remember them. It's like when you're away from it for a while and you don't consistently do it. Because we was always wondering, like, I think Kayla had came back one time, or maybe we met up one time. I don't know what year it was, and we wanted to, I think we were doing counts, and she would just not know which way to start. Yeah. And like, we would laugh and stuff, but now it's like, I get it. Like, I get it. Like, you really just forget. Like,
exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Yeah. Were you surprised when you and Maya weren't able to come back to be a doll in 2017?
Was it? Yeah, that was 2017. Yeah. Shocked. Okay, so at the time, like during the tryout, I was pretty shocked of the results, but like surprised, not 100% surprised, because it was like a good bit of reasons, but the main one was I kind of think Maya had talked about it too a little, but the main reason was the vibe in the 2017 tryout. Now, there was rumors prior to that Maya and I weren't going to make it, but I don't really recall hearing those rumors myself, because knowing me, if I would have heard them, I probably wouldn't have went tryout. Yeah. But I wasn't really surprised, because like, what's crazy is I have this friend, and I think around 2015, he was joking, and he was like, Alyx, I hope you know you're not making it all 4 years. So I was like, why would you say that? And he was like, but we was clowning, of course, and he was just like, cuz like, you're too vocal, like you're too honest. And he was like, they don't like that. And I was like, okay, like, but I didn't really like think nothing of that. That was way like my freshman year probably. But saying that to say, like, it wasn't a huge surprise that I didn't make the team, because I was just really the kind of person that it's like I wouldn't really tolerate like too much. Yeah. In a sense, like it was only so much I'd let slide like before I, speak up about. And it's always like, who really wants somebody on a team? Not even to say that people don't respect that, but like a lot of people don't like that. They don't handle that well. Yeah. Like they want people that's just gonna jump when they say jump, or say how high. Like, and that's not even saying that that's how every doll was, because that's definitely not true. But me, I'm just very, like, anybody that knows me knows, like, I really don't. It's only so much I tolerate. So like that, in that aspect, I wasn't surprised. But if anything, I was more surprised that, because I remember I was standing in front of Maya. She was behind me, but I didn't know she was behind me. Yeah. So we was just waiting for the numbers to be called. And when they didn't call mine, I think, of course, I was just like, oh wow, like, but I turned around to go leave, to go get my stuff, and I saw Maya standing there. So I was like, I remember, like, my mouth just dropped. I was like, Maya? Damn. Like, and she was just like, and I think right away, I knew, like, okay, even though I did know, like, and this is not me not being humble, but, like, I knew I did what I had to do in the trial. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, one thing you can't take away from me is my dance ability. Yeah. Like, you can't do that. So I knew, but that, when I saw Maya, it just made more sense. Like, okay, this was definitely, like, something that was beyond both of us. Right. So I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't, like, surprised, because it all made sense. But we were both definitely pretty shocked. But I was more shocked, like I said, for Maya, because I wasn't expecting that. And that's when I just knew, like, yeah, this is wrong. Like, this is pretty wrong.
So, being that you didn't make it in 2017, did you ever think about coming back in 2018? or were you just
Absolutely not.
okay? That's
Absolutely
understandable.
not.
That's understandable.
Simply because yeah, I'm the type of person, and I don't judge people for doing that, because, like, that's common. Like, if you want it bad enough and you still, determined you want to finish your 4 years, you feel like you could have done better, or you just want to be on the team again, like, that's totally cool. People do that all the time. But me personally, I take everything as a sign, and I just feel like if God doesn't want me, well, not even just God, y'all don't want me here, and God makes everything happen for a reason, I'm not gonna fight that. Like, like, I'm good. So no, I didn't think about I wasn't gonna try it again. I knew I wasn't gonna try it again.
Yeah, and that's understandable, because after you do it the first time, it's just like, no.
Yeah, and it was just like, go back for what?
Right.
Because I did. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was barely touching the surface just with being 1 year as a vet versus 3, but I still had like a pretty good experience. So it's like, once I got the experience, I'm good.
Yeah. Looking back, what are your feelings towards 15 and how they were treated overall?
Whew. I don't know.
Cause
you like, like in the season and stuff. It was just, it's crazy. I don't know. I still can't tell you why everything happened to 15 in the sequence that it did, as far as, us just falling one by one.
Right.
But, I mean, of course, I don't know. I don't think of course it wasn't right, like how 15 was treated and what happened to each of us throughout the years. But, I don't really know. I guess I can't really answer for real, because I don't know the motive behind it. Like, if I knew that we were, like, disrespectful as a crab class, or, we weren't obedient or stuff like that, then maybe I'd say that. Like, be like, well, maybe we was too much for them. But honestly, we really weren't like that. So I really don't even know. Like, I don't even know why. But 15 definitely,
they were mistreated.
Caught hell. We never.
Yeah.
It just never stopped. And we definitely would have never thought in 2015 that's how it was going to go.
Y'all were really mistreated, like, seriously, honestly. But,
I know. It's crazy, because looking back, now that I think about it, with each year and how everything happened, like, And I can't even, like I told you, I can't even tell you why, but it really was pretty messed up. Like, but fortunately, we really are women at the end of the day. Like, and I could speak for myself and my crab sisters and say that, like, we do have a greater purpose, like, just each of us, and we don't, take stuff like that too heavy, like, we kind of take the punches and roll with it, because that's really how we were taught. So, like, we all, like, dolls wasn't really life for us, for real. So it was like, we understood, like, at least we know that it's not it's not something we can control. So the only thing we can do is take the punches, roll with them, and keep it pushing. And that's what each and every single one of us did. And I'm happy for my craft.
And at least you got to experience your college life after, being a doll.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yes. I was very happy about that, because I had a life. I got to do what I wanted to do. Now, I do love, being on a team and, game days every weekend. Just the experience, but of course I think it is good when you get to experience both, like being a doll and not being a doll, and just being a regular college student.
What was your favorite uniform?
My favorite uniform, I don't necessarily have a favorite, but the ones that I really like, one we call Pumpkin. I don't know if people know of that one. They might. It's like you do? You know?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I like Pumpkin. I think it's called Crisscross Blue.
Oh, yeah.
It's the baby blue one. And then of course, I really like Jaguar.
Yeah.
Because everybody just say Jaguar. Yeah. Jaguar just make you feel like a woman.
Yes.
So,
and
I like Jaguar.
It looks great, too. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
You got the cleavage out. It's real cute.
The cleavage I don't have, but yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah,
It's
it
there.
was cute.
It's
It was cute.
What was your favorite field show?
My favorite field show? Oh, Stanley, definitely.
Okay.
That was Bayou Classic 2015. Mm-hmm. But then again, which other one did I like? I kind of like Beautiful People, I think it was called. Mm-hmm. And then it's like I don't know. I don't have a favorite. I don't think about it. Like, cause I don't know, but I did like. I guess my top would be Stanley, mm-hmm. Beautiful People, and then Bayou Classic 2016. I don't remember what song that was, but I like that field show too.
Okay, what would you say is the funniest moment being a doll?
The funniest moment? Mm-hmm. There was so many funny moments. I don't know. I think the funniest moments just happened in the doll room. And it was just, it's not even any moments in particular, but just being in the doll room, and especially the times when we would be in there for hours mm-hmm. until it was late. Like if we had to get something done, mm-hmm. like a dance or field show, we would just get delusional. Oh, yeah. And we would just start just doing stuff. Like, just doing stuff. It was just, that was probably, like, the best times when we just know we tired. Mm-hmm. Don't even know what to, like, think anymore. Just doing stuff, clowning. And I personally love to clown. So, like, I know when to be serious, definitely. Like, there's a time and place for everything. But me, like, they know I'm probably gonna brighten up the room and make everybody laugh. Yeah. But
and that's what I
think that was the best, the funniest times. Yes. And like in a stand sometimes, like if I would just get bored, or all of us, because I mean we really just be sitting there. Like I don't think people understand that sometimes.
It was
like,
a wet clip. You was like,
oh yeah, because that was one of my friends. She was a cheerleader. Uh-huh. She was like, "Go, Alyx," and I was just like, "Hey, girl, like, yeah, I don't know." And he so happened to catch that, but like you be in the stands for hours, and it's like for normal students mm-hmm. in the student section and everybody around us, they could just do whatever, like you know, like they can get up, they can go get a little snack or something. Mm-hmm. We just sitting there, you know, we just gotta sit there. So it's like you gotta make the best of sitting in the stands and doing only so much. So I would just try to, who was by me? Where was I in the stands? As a freshman, you can't really be doing the most because like really, and you don't even want to because you really do have to focus. Like you just focused on, okay, we about to play a song. Oh gosh, okay, let me get my mind together. And then like after that, you halftime, you focused on the field show. Then after that, it's like, okay, fifth quarter coming up. Like, you just gotta really stay focused and locked in. Yeah. But like, sophomore year, what was that? Oh yeah, it was me, by Maya. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then who was on side of me? I don't even remember.
You know the people got something to say about that. You know they do.
Wait, about what?
You and Maya. You know how they are, these fans.
Oh yeah, and I don't get it. I don't get too much into the comments and stuff. Like, I do see them. Like, if I want to, like, if I'm watching something. But that's another thing. I don't really go back and watch. That's another thing. I don't really go back and watch. No, and I honestly, after my sophomore year, sometimes I will watch myself in the stands and I would be like, I wish I did go back and watch more. But I really was never, even before I was a doll, like, and I always would tell them this, like, I never watched doll videos all the times. Like, I really would just, it's like, I can probably count on one hand how many doll videos I watched and tried to learn counts or something. Like, I never would do that. So, when I was on the team, I definitely just wouldn't for some reason. But another thing is that Kayla and I would tell us, too, was she kind of told us, like, up front, you know, people are harsh. People, they're mean. So, you know, it would be best if, especially like being a freshman, you can watch videos, but don't go read comments, don't go get too into it, because people, but I wouldn't really read the comments and stuff, but as far as with me and Maya, honestly, it was like, if you really knew our relationship, especially like with that being my big sister in 2015, and then just in 2016, like me just really just building an even closer bond with her. It was just like, that's my road dog. So like, if she behind me and she in close range and I'm bored, like we would just clown, like we would just like. And stuff at games be so funny. I don't even think people, like, you can't tell. You don't know from being on the other side of the camera. Like, you know, like, you only watching us dance or sit there. But really, like, people just be doing crazy stuff. Fans, somebody over here dancing. Like, it's just some crazy stuff. Like, and we just be laughing. Like, because I don't think I could really clown with everybody. I don't know. I didn't want to, like, do the most with people that was far, but like Maya was right there, and I think Mel.
Yeah, Mel was over there too.
So yeah, like we was always laughing because like it was always something. But like we just try to stay entertained because it can get pretty boring at times. Like when they not playing and we just sitting there, it just be like we be falling asleep.
Yep, you can barely even talk to each other. So.
Right. So yeah. But I mean, if we had the time for it, then we was clowning.
Right. How do you feel about the current team? And who really catches your eye?
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like I said, I don't really be watching.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. Like, it's like to say I wasn't connected via YouTube and all that. Pre-dolls and while I was on the team, it's like post-dolls, I'm really not watching. So it's like I might see clips from social media, or who, like if people post something, you know, I'll see them, but I can't really critique because I don't watch it enough. Yeah. Like I don't. But, kind of like we had said in one video, I know I would, if I would see clips, like, it was always, like, Kaylin kind of reminds me of myself in a sense, just because it's like, she not someone that you would naturally, like, gravitate to on the team, but, like, when you are looking, like, it's like she's really like she's a really good dancer. So it's like she kind of like naturally kind of a little reminded me of myself in a sense, but I can't too much, you know, critique the teams as a whole because if I'm really being honest, I can't even keep up. Like I don't know everybody that's on the team, honestly. Like I don't even know. It's like after because the last person I was on the team, the last people I was actually on the team with was 16 and they go. What?
Yeah, they gone now.
That was
2019.
Yeah. So yeah, like they gone. So it's like no disrespect, but I don't know these girls. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I get you 100%.
Yeah, and the way it's set up, like we can't always, you know, things change, so we can't always go back, like and you know, be in a doll room and stuff like that. So it's just like. Plus, I mean, I wouldn't really do that anyway, especially because I mean, I graduated. So like, why am I in a doll room, trying to be in a doll room, you know, but yeah, but if I decide to like go to Bayou Classic or something like that, like of course I'm gonna go see them, let them know, you know, y'all did good, you know, make sure everybody's straight, and I don't know, just do what I can from a distance though, you know? But I can't really critique the team.
What is something you wish you knew before trying out for dolls?
Something I wish I knew. Really, probably. Well, I guess to summarize it, I guess I wish I knew and understood that all that glitters is not gold. Yeah. So it's pretty explanatory, but if I had to go into detail, just you know, things can look perfect and, you know, be a dream come true, but you know, once you're in it and you really understand how everything's going, and you just start to realize, you know, that it's really not perfect. And it's not saying that it's not good, but it's just not perfect. So, you know, the expectations and stuff Like, they were as high as I thought, definitely. Especially just being on the team, being in front of the band. I just love the band, honestly. Like, I feel like I don't even have to be on the team. I just love the band.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, just understanding that everything that glitters is not gold. And, you know, nothing is perfect that you're going to do. So, really just make the most of it. But I can honestly say, at the same time, it wasn't something that I wish I knew before, because even while I was in it, I was learning that and, you know, applying that, like, you know, just do what you can and make the most of it. And I can say I did that.
Right.
Like, I made the most of it.
How did you feel coming back for the 50th? And, like, what were practices like? Could you elaborate on your experience for the 50th?
Yeah. So, the 50th, honestly, in summary, for me, was stressful. And it wasn't even so much because of dolls. Because, yeah, I definitely wasn't on a team anymore. So, it was pretty much a breeze as far as learning. But it was stressful for me as a whole, the experience, because I was I was stepmaster for Delta and for step team, and that's where a majority of my focus was, because, you know, like, I'm no longer, like, I'm not saying I don't care too much about this, but it's like, you know, I'm doing it as something for fun. Like, it wasn't like you have to take it as serious as you would take it if you were on the team, you know? So, and that's how pretty much all the Forever Dolls were. Like, it was just, like, fun, you know? Like, we was just, the goal was to have fun, enjoy being around each other again, like, stuff like that. But it was stressful for me because I was trying to balance going to the practices and then leading my practices for my, like, you know, my team.
Right.
So that was real stressful. But the process, as far as with the dolls and practicing and stuff, it was pretty smooth. Like, good thing I'm able to catch on pretty quickly, because I think I didn't really go to all the practices, like, because I couldn't. But, and then, like, that's another thing. Everybody kind of had to learn the best way that they could, because everybody was not in Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was in Texas, like, everywhere. So, really, it was, like, record, learn, and then the hardest thing was really just, which really wasn't that bad either, was spots and knowing where you go and stuff like that, because it was hard with, you know, usually as an adult you can practice that because everybody's there, but, you know, everybody was everywhere, so that was probably the most challenging part. But the process itself, that whole time for me, was stressful, and I wasn't putting too much into the 50-year reunion, because I could only do what I could, but I just wanted to dance with my sisters again, and, like, you know, just make it fun.
Okay.
But it was fun. We clowned.
Oh, yes.
Like we always do.
Y'all look good, baby. Y'all look good. Okay?
Thank you.
Y'all look so good.
It was fun. I like the 50-year reunion.
It was cute. It was real cute. What was it like being a part of Lemonade with Beyonce?
Sometimes I really still can't believe that happened.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was so unexpectedly. Like, we heard about it via, like, a group message that all the dolls were in, and Kayla was like, "Hey, I don't remember who was talking to who, but they kind of, like, wanted some of the dolls to come and, like, try out and stuff." And I think, I don't know who was behind all of that. Honestly, I don't really know. But we didn't know what it was at all. It was just like a tryout in New Orleans, you know, like, you know, they want us to come if we can. So it was like, okay, like, it was so last second that we decided to go. And it was just a few of us that were able to. But once we went and I saw, who was there? It was Ashley, Everett, Kimmy, Danae, Jaquel. It was like, oh, dang. Like, it was a rumor it was for Beyonce, but people love to make up Beyonce rumors.
You know,
like,
they
you
do.
know.
Yeah.
Because Beyonce was doing stuff alone, like a lot of stuff that never happened, apparently. But it was a rumor, but once we walked in, it was like, oh, wait, this really might be for Beyonce. Like, but still then, like, it was just, everything just happened so quickly. Before we knew it, boom, we in New Orleans. It was like, what, a 4-day thing? everything just went by so quick, but it was a really good experience overall. Like, it gave me a glimpse of what it was like to be a professional dancer.
Right.
It also showed me that I definitely was not prepared to be a professional dancer, but it was like, it showed me what it takes to be a professional dancer, because everything happens real quickly.
Right.
Like, we had to learn to dance all in just one night. And how long is formation? That song is like,
it's like 4
however
minutes.
long. Yeah, so it was just like, it was overwhelming, but it was like an experience that I really would never forget. And then just being in the presence of Beyonce,
yes.
I wasn't as starstruck as I thought I was gonna be, because I do remember like the first time I saw her, and I was doing I think my makeup. They were doing my makeup, and she just like stepped like in the door and just kind of leaned up against it, and she just like looked and smiled and stuff, and I'm just like, girl, that's Beyonce right there. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. But, and then, like, all throughout the 4 days, of course, we saw her every day. Like, we was on set we was seeing all kind of people. Like, Zendaya, Serena Williams, really all of her dancers, Jay-Z, Solange. We were seeing everybody. So, it was just like, but really, I guess and another thing with dolls, you learn how to be professional. You learn, like, you can't be all starstruck, and, you just got to really go with the flow and go and just keep, never stop. But that's what it was. It was just nonstop. It was tiring, but it was, like, unforgettable. Like, and then Beyonce, she's so cool and down to earth. Like, it was hard to be starstruck throughout the Lemonade experience, because she was just cool. Like, she would just be having conversation, and everything was just normal. Like, it was weird. It's weird how all that happened. Like,
I hope you get many, many more opportunities, because we need you in the next one, okay? We need you in the next
one. I hope so, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it was fun. It was cool. I love that experience.
If you could be able to select 8 girls for, an all-star doll team, who would be on your all-star doll team?
8.
Including yourself, so we're going to make it 9.
Oh, Lord, 9. Okay, let me see. First of all, I love my craft sisters, but if I take them, now, I can only choose.
Now, Alyx, a lot of the girls, they like to go back in time. I want to know, I want to know.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna leave my craft sisters out. Although they know, like, y'all first in line.
Yeah.
But so let me try to go as far back. Okay. I love Tracy Prince. I would do. Okay, let me count myself. Me, Tracy Prince. Okay, Sierra Cole.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, both are not. My girl married. Sierra. I still gotta go with Kayla and Dani.
Yep.
And then the last 3. Crazy. I would go with Aisha.
Okay.
Because Aisha is really a bomb dancer. Like, and I wish that I could have gotten a chance to dance with Aisha, because we're from the same hometown and stuff. But I would have Aisha. Ooh, let me see. Who? Oh, Ari.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Ari. And then last person would be. I wish I had a list to see. I didn't say Maya, but I'd go with Maya.
Yeah. That'll be.
I was trying to stray away from people already.
She'll be a cute tail. She'll be a cute tail.
I was trying to stray away from people I already danced with, but I can't really think. But like, that would be a pretty bomb team there.
Oh, T.
That would be a pretty bomb team.
Yes, ma'am. So what's going on with you? What's going on with life?
Whew. Well, after I graduated in 2019, December, I started the year of 2020 working under one of my professors at Southern. Then COVID.
Yeah.
So we started working from home. And then that was meant to end in May, but it ended up being extended to September. So I just pretty much finished. But now what's next is just a lot of different things. Yeah. Moving, going into new environments, new adventures. But it's like it just sucks right now because everybody can only do so much, So I really just been doing what I can while I can, I don't know, and just trying to stay sane, because I ain't gonna lie and say I've been staying in the house, but I haven't been, I haven't been doing like a lot of stuff that everybody else doing. Because at the end of the day, I still care about my health and people around me. So I'm not trying to just be out here catching COVID or whatever and just, living life on edge like that. I ain't gonna do that. But as far as life itself, just I've been tapping more into my spiritual side, building a closer relationship with God. I guess it just with the pandemic, it just kind of forced you to stay still and focus. And that's really what I've been focusing on, just my health, mental health, relationship with God, and focusing on whatever's next for me. Because, doing what I can, I guess, in summary. But, That's pretty much what I've been up to.
Okay. Well,
not too much.
I want to thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you for doing this and for asking me. I was like...
The people was like, oh, we need... You got Maya, we need Alyx. I said, okay, let me try. Because, they be acting crazy, child. Acting crazy.
Thank you, and of course, I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
It's a good, it's a good positive outlook and reach for Forever Dolls. And, how have you been in the pandemic?
Look, I've been working. I've been doing videos. I've been trying to get this money, period.
Get this money? You getting that YouTube money?
Oh, baby.
I'm about to get that YouTube money.
Yes, you gotta get it.
I might, but that's crazy. That's good though. That's a good, especially now.
Yes.
That's very clutch.
Yeah, but I want to thank you once again. I will talk to you later.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.